Hello, mathematicians. A lot of you said you wanted Gemdas review or help, so we're going to spend this week in math doing some more practice. First, I want to get started with reviewing why it's important, because I think a couple of us were a little bit confused about what the point of this order is. So here I have the same problem written twice. 3 plus 2 times 5. So I'm going to solve it in two different ways, and then we're going to think about how that could be a really big problem if we end up having lots of different answers for the same math problem. So first I'm going to start here with 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. Then I have 5 times 5. Remember, we always rewrite the problem after each step. 5 times 5 equals 25. Okay, now I'm going to solve it a different way this time. I'm going to choose to solve 2 times 5 first, which is 10. So now my new problem is 3 plus 10 equals 13. Now, the answer is either 25 or 13. Stop and think about how this could be a really big problem if we're talking about money or food. So this is why it's important. We need to make sure that every mathematician in the world can get the same answer when we solve the same problem. Think about it like a science experiment. We want to make sure that our answers are reliable, which means that if Jaden solves a science problem or does an experiment, and then Mr. Rubin does it, that they're going to get the same answer. So now let's go on to the how we solve it. I've already grouped the different operations or parts of Gemdas using the same colors. So the G is groupings. Anything that is in parentheses or in something called brackets. Brackets look like this. And usually if you have a bracket, that means that there's going to be a set of parentheses inside that bracket. So that's groupings. Exponents you don't need to worry about till 6th grade. If we get through Gemdas and I see that you guys get comfortable with Gemdas, I might actually start introducing exponents because they're pretty cool. So that's the GE. The M and the D are grouped together because they are inverse operations. That's multiplication and division. And then the A and the S are grouped together because they are inverse operations. That's addition and subtraction. So I'm going to put up 2 different problems. We're going to solve them together, and then you're going to have 5 practice problems in the activity that is linked to Google Classroom. So I'm going to start with, and these are going to be simple just to get us to practice each part of Gemdas. So we're going to do 4 times, and then ready now, I'm going to throw in some parentheses, 6 minus 2, okay, divided by, let's do divided by 1. Okay. I know, this looks like it's confusing, there's a lot going on, but if you write down Gemdas, I promise it helps every time you're solving a problem. So, start at the beginning. Do we have any groupings? Yes. I see 6 minus 2 in parentheses. So I'm going to solve 6 minus 2, that's 4. But now I'm also going to rewrite the rest of the problem. Don't try to solve it all at once. So if I bring down the rest of it, it's 4 times 4 divided by 1. Now, looks like multiplication and division are grouped together. What that means is that we could do either multiplication or division depending on which one comes first from left to right. So the same way we read. I see here that there's multiplication and division. I'm just going to start at the left and go straight through. 4 times 4, that's 16. Then I'm going to bring down the rest of it. 16 divided by 1. That's the last part. 16 divided by 1. 16. I'm just going to leave it at 1 problem of review for today. If you have any questions, you can email me or comment in the assignment below.